My friends, it's Easter egg hunting season.
You were expecting maybe the Easter Bunny?
And this season, we have quite the challenge. This is our friend Gary, and he wants his ring back from Claptrap's place.
That's a surprise tool that can help us later.
Before I can deliver said ring, I need to hit up all 9 Easter eggs within this challenge. The problem is, I cannot fast travel, die, or drive while holding it. We must start the challenge at the beginning of the game and then run all the way around the Borderlands, stumbling upon various
Otherworldly secrets.
As another layer of challenge, this is a 0 to hero, meaning we start with nothing, and every time I die, I lose all of my gear. Every Easter egg I find is 5 skill points. If we find a bonus Easter egg, I will also receive 5 skill points. These skill points will stay with us in between runs. Okay, I know saving the points sounds unnecessary and cheaty, but it's surprisingly balanced and adds a very fun layer to this challenge and every run. Just hear me out with it.
Please, just hear me out, please.
One last thing. A huge thank you to Razor Minded over on Nexus Mods for the mod we're using today.
Stand ready for my arrival, worm.
This is not fast shaming, okay? This is representing beauty. Also, the first little bit of this challenge is stream quality. Sorry about that. It gets better later on. Okay, thanks. Bye. Love you. You know what just doesn't sit right with me is the fact that the world has moved on from Hawk Tua, right? Everybody's long past all that. But those people who found that funny actually existed. They walk amongst us still in our everyday lives. Maybe they make our coffees. Maybe they're the ones taking my vitals, but that scares me. I don't like to think about that. Mayo. All right, fellas, it was time. So with this being a 0 to hero challenge, the first thing I had to do was search every lootable container. These lockers and ice crystals that you could find around the first area were amazing. Shortly after running, you find Knuckle Dragger, the first boss of the game. Hello, Knuckle Dragger. Give him a slap for old time's sake. No surprise here, but we cannot kill him. So after waiting in the crate, we make a run for it, get hit by a car, and we find our first item, which is not for us. It's a class mod, of course. We run on by, make it to the southern shelf. Once in the southern shelf, we search more of the little ice crystals, and we are met with our first crossroads, if you want to call it. So there are 3 areas we can go. The first one is on the left here. It's my favorite, poop chest. The second one is on the right. It also has 2 chests, one being a silver chest and a red chest. So that's 3 chests total. We go for the poop toilet first. We get a rocket launcher, sweet, and then run across to area number 2. Sometimes we had to skip the gray chest because it would be with the enemies on the right there. But once inside the boss, red chest was found within Boom Boom's arena under the elevator. So by lifting the elevator, we just went under, grabbed the loot, sweet. Try not to die while making my way up the elevator. I was a little bit scared, but that blue cheered me up, thankfully. And then it was onto the boat. When you ran towards the boat, a bunch of the racks would aggro and try to come after you.
Why do birds suddenly appear?
After about 5 minutes, we found our way in Three Horns Divide. I tried my rocket launcher on the easiest enemy I could find. It was not good. They put me into Fight for Your Life. I had to spend basically all of my rockets to get out of Fight for Your Life. But we made our way up the hill, got stuck on some ice because, you know, it's Borderlands 2. What else would I do? Crossed the bridge. Once again, no car, so I had to do it all on foot. Oh, hey, little guy. Search more lootables. Going up this ladder presented us with a doll chest. I got a slag shotgun, which is actually awesome. Slag is super important in this game for some reason. Once within the tunnel, I got put into Fight for Your Life instantly. I came so close to losing it here, but we somehow spin it around and make it. Try to run for it, and once again get knocked. Oh my gosh, I am not doing good out here. We find our first shield.
I thank you for your kindness and sincerity.
I was getting absolutely yanked out here, and we somehow escaped the tunnels. Oh my gosh, what a clutch shield drop. And once again, we had a crossroads. So option 1 is middle. Here, we could restock ammo, health, you know, the good stuff. On the left was Savage Lee, Unkempt Herald, and our way into Three Horns Valley. And on the right was Sanctuary Hole, which is what I ended up going for. Sanctuary Hole is the entrance to the Caustic Cavern, which is not only 1, but actually 2 of our Easter eggs we need in this challenge. So, with it being relatively close to beginning, I thought I'd give it a try. I was only about 10 minutes in, not before I did some attempts for a, lazy skip. We're Borderlands players, fellas. This is what we do. We try to grenade jump everywhere we go. After giving up on it, I make a run for it, hit him with the stinky, as Gas Mask says, and then I get knocked. Not good. But we had a TDR gun, so that worked out in our favor. But we get knocked again. And this time, I probably should have just used a TDR. That's okay, but I couldn't be mad for a first run like that. Oh well. Run number 2. Back to the beginning. We immediately get a Vladoff pistol. This was helpful clearing those distant ice crystals. I didn't have to run up on them. At Knuckle Draggers, we find a grenade mod. Nothing too crazy. Inside the southern shelf, we find our first relic. Not bad. And like I said, finding a gun early on meant I could break these crystals from a distance and tell if I get a drop. In this case, we basically didn't. Going left to my favorite chest first, we find another rocket launcher. God bless, honestly. It's so beautiful. Across the way, we get our first shield of this run. Sweet. Well needed. And I decided to go for the gray chest because I had a shield. And it definitely paid off because I found a freaking slag sniper. Oh my goodness, thank you, thank you. So then I make my way back through to go for the red chest and a slag rocket now. I bait the cannon to shoot me. It doesn't, thank you. Then I cross the way, dodging racks and making a way to 3 horns. Fellas, we're going. We're getting there, okay? Getting a little quicker with each run. Don't find anything crazy in the doll chest, but that's okay. Inside the tunnel, I hit the nastiest jukes on them, okay? Bijan Robinson in the backfield, absolutely stunning on hose. They can't stop me. Learning their AI. One thing that was super important to me was abusing the mechanics of this game, because obviously using double shot by shooting and then hitting melee and reloading all at once, just all the inputs at once. You shoot 2 of the same projectile. We make it out, score a touchdown. I love you, Bijan Robinson. We phase lock the Goliath and hide under the stairs like a little baby waiting for our action skill. This guy can't see me under the stairs somehow. I'm sorry for you. Maybe you're blind and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being blind. In fact, I was blind here because I fell in the hole and yeah, oh, what? That's not a death? Oh, it should have been. Oh, sweet, okay. We made it to the Caustic Caverns! How about that? Restock on our health, take a little break to loot, because we earned it. Had a little jump scare from finding a couple Varkids in a chest, but that's okay. Our spike shield was very nice for taking them out. Once opening the door, we make a run for it. And then once in the rumbling shore, we find, oh, the Dark Souls Easter egg. This thing is cool. I kind of forgot about this one. It sits on an island across this wicked lake of acid that is very, very difficult to cross. The lake will spawn these timed bubbles that explode when you run into them, and they give you massive airtime. First bubble I hit, I absolutely biffed. That's okay. Second one, I did pretty okay with. And yeah, no, I didn't make it. I didn't even get close, I'll be real. I go for the second win, but nope. That was pathetic. I really could go for a taco salad right now. That sounds so good. Anyway, literally the second locker we open inside the Gooner Cave, we find a turtle shield. A frickin' turtle shield. High capacity, it was beautiful. After that, we also find a class mod, a shotgun, and another shield. And to put icing on the cake, we find a 3rd rocket launcher in the poop chest. We might as well just call it the United States Explosive Diarrhea chest at this point. I don't go for the gray chest in this run, but to be honest, I didn't need to because we get more stuff in the red chest. We're up to like 4 shields now. Thank God for this turtle shield because we get absolutely railed by this cannon. And we find a hand cannon. Awesome. All the cannons. You know, Nick Cannon, while we're at it. Here's Nick Cannon. My SMG didn't do too much to the birds, which is okay. It's mainly a running challenge at the beginning anyway. Inside the doll chest, we find 3 more class mods, which is awesome. It gave us a ton of variety to swap onto if we needed to, like fire damage, SMG damage, all that stuff. Inside the Bijan Robinson tunnel, I didn't quite hit him with the jukes this time. I actually got hit a fair amount of times, even getting corroded at one point. But luckily enough, it didn't tick us for too long and we ran out of that. Phew, that's okay. Every player always has bad games. Inside the sanctuary hole, this time around, I wanted to scout it out, you know, drone it, if you will, to figure out where the best route would be to run. And I figured it was the route I was doing. So I just played it patient and ran my way through again. I pretty much had the route down at this point. This time around, I wanted to do the Minecraft Easter egg. Through the doll facility and making your way towards the right, you'll stumble your way upon some peculiar looking blocks.
First we mine, then we craft. Let's Minecraft!
Oh yeah, baby. Jack Black, this guy loves Borderlands and Killer 6 too. We made our way to the blocks and we get our first 5 skill points. Here's what we do. All 5 points. Boom. 30% gun damage on top of the 70%. Punch, 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 punch. Yeah, this is peak content. Folks, I'm announcing SMP5 today. Join the SMP. No, not really, but that'd be funny as fuck. I played it pretty patiently with the creepers. There's creepers, by the way, if you didn't know. Just like Minecraft, they took a fair amount of hits to kill, and that's okay. Even while trying to play it safe, I get exploded and almost die. Thank you, Turtle Shield. I got finessed with this rocket. I have no idea how this doesn't count as a hit. Jibbed, scammed. Same as the other creepers, we just played it slow with the big guy. I missed my final rocket, so I danced around the arena until I eventually get the kill. No drop, but we got some head. For shiggles, I just explored the rest of the area to see the whole Easter egg, you know, content. Going for this chest on the bottom, I almost lose my life. It got a little bad. There were crystalisks after crystalisks after they're called crystalisks, right? Crystalisks? I don't know. But we almost lost it. Going back towards the Dark Souls Easter egg, we find a slag sniper. Nice, cool, I guess. Wasn't gonna be needed. I started this by throwing a transfusion grenade and going for the bubble, which I biff again. The transfusion grenade might give me health if I time it right. In this case, I didn't. I missed another bubble that was right there. Multiple missed opportunities. I can't say I didn't deserve it. This one fucking hurts. This one's good. This one, damn. Next run, I think this was number 4. I'll just show you guys what happened.
Is everything okay?
So smile!
Run 5, that's okay. We come across a green bandit pistol. That's fine, a gun. I disrespect the poop toilet this time and don't go for it first. I pay for that by getting a weapon skin out of this little thing. So I immediately run on back and find a turtle shield. I'm so sorry for ever disrespecting the poop chest. In the red chest, we also find a rocket launcher. That was nice. You'd think 7 million damage would do the trick. It wouldn't. The doll chest got us not 1, not 2, but 3 relics that were all pretty nice. Ran on through the tunnel, got this little bandit rocket AR. These were fun, but not good. Happened to skip like the Easter Bunny, and we made our way through that tunnel. Once again, in the spirit of changing it up, I decided to go for Frostburn Canyon because this place also had 2 Easter eggs for us. We will come across those shortly, but in the meantime, I wanted to go get the guaranteed doll SMG Lasco? I don't care. But this thing is super accurate. It's a guaranteed spawn. It's one of my favorites in this game, and barely did the job enough so my rocket launcher could sweep the enemies it needed to. Passing on by, we see Incinerator Clayton, which we could not take out. Sorry, not sorry. But besides that, it was just running. And inside the lair, we found 2 more Easter eggs. This is like as close as a treasure room gets. There's 1. There's 2. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's 10 points right there. I say treasure room because this is 2 Easter eggs right next to each other. That is as close as a treasure room gets. That's 10 skill points. One of them is a social media parody account of Roland, also saying he was homeschooled, and you can pause to read the other. It's definitely worth it. For this run, that was 2 down and 7 more to go. Fleet would be so nice. With all this running and all the attacks, especially in the Dark Souls Easter egg, I think Fleet could be huge. We're gonna go with duration and 4 points in Fleet. Yeah, that's beautiful. A nice little pit stop that was sure to help us. I'm sure many of you are screaming at me in the comments that I should have gone for Cloud Kill. To those people, I say I don't disagree with you, but can I present you with the alternate 3rd option? Bro, that's actually crazy. Holy crap. That's what we needed. That's a huge start. I should have just saved my points and gone for all the ones on the top. That would have been so huge. But what this class mod did have was 45% movement speed while phase lock was active. I have no excuse to not make it through the Dark Souls Easter egg this time, especially with the newly added duration. I just simply had to phase lock someone and I'm dashing my way through. Immediately went to the Caustic Cavern with some fair enough confidence. Sold some extra stuff that I had. Consider the money in this run like gold from Fortnite. You know, I keep it in between challenge runs. It plays a very little role in getting me ammo and health. It was just an extra layer of fun. I almost died making it into the hole again, but I knew my route. It was beautiful, and did a little more looting before I prepared myself mentally for what was at stake here. A legendary class mod, an amazing run, and I absolutely biffed it. I biffed it so fucking hard. I biffed it. I couldn't phase lock threshers. You can't they don't stay. So what was I supposed to do?
I've slept in far worse places than...
Shit. I'm just here to chirp real quick that somehow the majority of you actually are subscribed. You're off the hook for this video, don't worry about it. And a personal thank you to all 24 of y'all who hyped my last vid. That helps out a lot, so thank you. At least I think it does, I don't know. Next run, this is where the quality of the video picks up, and same with our loot quality. We find a blue shield right away. As well as that, we also find a couple green weapons and slag sniper. Breakneck Banshee! Oh! Yeah, we got a Breakneck Banshee. That's 10 out of 5 in fleet. Absolutely ridiculous. This time we change it up yet again, making our way towards Three Horns Valley. This place isn't anything to gawk at or whatever, I don't know. Was that what people say? The geyser mechanic is so fun. Borderlands 4 needed that. Since there are no Easter eggs in Three Horns Valley, we go to the dust. Right away, this buzzer was asking for it, but he has a TikTok brain attention span and just went for the spider ants. That's appreciated. I make my way to Ellie's since the Gwen's head is there, and that technically is a bonus Easter egg if we do find that, so I'll keep my eyes peeled, but not here this run. Now, I made my way to McNally. I know McNally isn't an Easter egg, but he is a legendary weapon source. And since we are 9 months pregnant for our legendary, we are absolutely due. You can see for yourself, there was no luck behind that. So I leave giving up on it entirely, but I decide to stop at this dumpster finding a blue doll SMG, and I gave that a try, which actually chunked his health pretty well. That's pretty good. That's not bad. So getting close to 10 minutes after we arrive to the dust, we decide to go for the Highlands. The Highlands is where we'll find some Easter eggs, but we'll get into that in a bit. First was staying alive and not dying to the Threshers, the Stalkers, all the fun enemies in this game that I certainly do not miss. Upon this hill is where we'll find our next Easter egg, the double rainbow Easter egg. Problem is, it sits behind this daunting Hyperion facility. That is kind of a maze. It's very endless, but that's where we had to go. So yeah, that was not cool. I would go as far as to call him a meanie. A big meanie stinky pants. And since I had nowhere to run, I just had to go straight into the facility, getting knocked right away. Fellas, you can unclench now. Hit the quick phase lock and I decide to drone out for a second. We had to go find the tent. I had no idea what the optimal route was. This is not cheating, okay? This is just intel. But that's where I am, and that is where the tent is. So I kind of just had to run to my right. Nothing complicated, minus the, not dying part and losing your only life. Work smarter, not harder, fellas. We made it.
Oh, double rainbow. Full on. All the way.
There it is, guys, double rainbow. I'm gonna show you where this video came from so you get the reference. Here it is.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky. Oh my god. Oh my god. Double complete rainbow.
Since I already had fleet, I was gonna jump trees and go for cloud kill, diversify my points in case I got a class mod again. And for shiggles, I took a little break, going to the local bar. Why not? There's nothing in the challenge saying I couldn't. Hit the slots and let loose a little bit. I miss when the internet used to do remixes like that. Oh, good times. Running through the dust is not fun. I'll save you guys the time that it took me to run, but...
Oh, what's in the box?
I was not expecting that. I did not know the Gwen's head could spawn somewhere that wasn't Ellie's garage.
One to go.
It looks almost scripted, but it was not. So we went back to Three Horns, and then Three Horns Divide, and expectedly Sanctuary Hole. This place is the bane of my existence, but we had its route down entirely. It wouldn't be a run without almost dying. Is it just me, or is that tiny? Like, what? Why is that tiny? This is probably the wrong video to do a size comparison. We suit up with the best gear we have. Honestly, it was going decent for having no legendaries. We skipped Dark Souls initially and go for Minecraft because I want that sweet legendary drop, and no, still nothing, but we got ahead. Back to Dark Souls. There were so many Thresher spawns. I had to do everything I can to get these guys out. With decent gear this time around, we had a little bit of a chance, took a few of them out, and made our run for it. Absolutely nailed the first bubble, even nail a second bubble. Holy fuck. Guys, is this the run with the fleet? 55 minutes, 55 60-second rotations of my life just to die to an acid pond. My poor loadout. There was one good thing to come out of this. We did technically make it to the Easter egg, so that is skill points. It's not an entire loss. We did get Cloud Kill, but my god, was I gutted to lose my Breakneck Banshee. On to the next. I'll simplify this run for you guys. 15 minutes in, and we had quite the loot to show. First off, a team health regen for that pond, a resistance relic with corrosive and non-elemental, so I'm resisting everything, an alkaline shield to top that off. So where did I go? The Dark Souls Easter egg. You guys would be so good at watching Dora. You know how to talk. You know how to answer questions. I can't even make this up. We'd lose again. If you guys are getting sick of watching Dark Souls Easter egg, trust me, I was getting sick of playing it. Getting hit with some deja vu, we get another blue shield out of that same ice crystal. Very weird. I don't know how it was the same one. What are the odds of that? Now I get to showcase Cloud Kill to you guys. You guys probably know, but for the people who don't know Borderlands, Cloud Kill was going to be our absolute savior in this challenge. But it made things killable, like Knuckle Dragger here, right at the beginning. He has a legendary drop, so with Cloud Kill we can try for that. Gotta hit the drop reloads. By dropping your gun and picking it up, reloads all your ammo. Pretty known one, but had to point it out here. And we just lay into Knuckle Dragger, letting the Cloud Kill do the work. Initially I couldn't find where his drops went, but we just had to run up the tunnel and we could see it for...
That's a motherfucking hornet. It's a twin! It's a twin! Oh, baby.
It was twins. Thank you for the pregnancy wishes, guys. We have EMP6 and EMP7 now. And that sounds like a 6-7 joke, doesn't it? Wow, okay.
Holy shit. I just said the fucking thing.
Thank you, Poop Toilet, for the shields. Your contribution to this run is not underappreciated. We went from 0 firepower to actually being able to get out of fight for your life. Well, besides for almost losing it here, because, you know, it's an EMP5 video. This is the close calls we get. We get a slag grenade out of this chest, and slowly realize we have a build coming together. A slag shotgun, a freaking legendary. Our firepower let us take out an ultimate badass bullymong. Now, I call it firepower, but it's just sad ticks. On the left of Three Horns, we go to Bull. This guy drops the fastball, the best grenade in this game. We had to give it a try, but our luck didn't want to keep up with us. That's okay. What about Savage Lee? Oh, thank you. I know I have 45 skill points. I didn't need that. While our DPS wasn't great, it was manageable. And 0 Herald from that either. Poo-poo, Kaka, back to the valley, and back to the dust. Buzzard once again had to go watch his Coco Melon. We leave him be and go for the McNally kill. We absolutely bully him with our abilities and our rocket launcher. And no frickin' drop. I wasn't trying to be greedy here, but I went for another run. I did Mobley and Gettle. I just wanted something here, folks. Sure, you could say I'm wasting a lot of time because it's not a gun challenge, but I'm just having fun, okay? No drop from them either. Since there were a few more Easter eggs we haven't tapped, I decided I'd try for them and go for the Iridium Blight. Now, I do know this is where we technically end the challenge, but we did have some options to go. On the left, obviously, is the volcano, the Mount Doom, where we do end this. Nearby was the entrance to Sawtooth Cauldron. If you know, you know. We'll save that one because we were going to go to Arid Nexus first. This had one Easter egg and was on the right side of the Iridium Blight, across the bridge. All it took was a little time in running, but we get there. And we get a King Mong spawn. Yes, we all know what King Mong references. Forza Horizon. I love that game. Thanks to Slag, we get the opportunity to kill him. The only time I'll ever thank Slag. No bada boom. This challenge would... guys, this challenge would have been over if I got a bada boom. Okay, I would have ended the video right there. So it's probably a good thing we didn't get that. Through the Boneyard, we skip Hunter Heliquist and just go straight for the tunnel. Our Easter egg is in the Badlands part, not the Boneyard part. So we gave it the good old dust treatment and dusted our way out of there. Inside the little town, up above the ammunition shop, you can find this claptrap. This is technically an Easter egg, according to the Borderlands wiki, so I included it in my challenge. Just had to do a single grenade jump to get up top, and there he was, in his glory. as well as a red chest. For the next 5 points, I played it a little smart here. I put 4 points in Sweet Release, and then a single point in the red tree. Sweet Release for the health regen, and then the single point so I can get to the capstone within 2 more Easter eggs, if that makes sense. And of course, on my gluttonous run, I had to stop at Hunter Heliquist just to see if I could kill him. I didn't know if I could, but I was doing damage to him, and we get nothing. If you didn't know, these ammo crates right at the entrance do actually have loot enemy spawns, so do open those if you ever remember this. Also, fun fact for the 0 people who care, the Iridium Blight is the only place where you're going to find Bullymong's and Hyperion fighting each other. No other place in the game can do that, at least I think. I'm probably not your most credible source. Next Easter egg up was the Cauldron. Like I said, to start we had to go underground into that main story area and then find our way up a staircase so we can get back outdoors. Once outdoors, we're trying to make our way to the lake. I do say trying because threshers spawn, sadly, and that's not cool for me. They're almost just as chunky as McNally and Hunter Heliquist. I don't know why, I don't know how. For this Easter egg, we had to put a specific code in the barrels. Okay, the order, it's shock. Fire.
Warning.
No! Excuse you. That fire? Assuming that counts. For the life of me, I could not find the corrosive barrel. At one point, I even went into my settings to see if it was a view distance thing. I knew it! Oh my gosh, I knew it. Look at this. Gone. He's there. Okay. Corrosive. Explosive. And lastly was slag. Oh, baby. Where is she? Dramatic as heck. Oh, there she is! Oh, there she is. I'm happy about that. Cool shit. I love this Easter egg. It was like 3 a.m., so pardon my tired quietness, but that was another 5 points, baby. 5 more, and we get our capstone. That is the true power. Let me know down below what your favorite Easter egg is. I would love to hear because there are so many of them in this game. I covered not even half of them. I realized that the only way to exit is through the tower, just like the story mission. At least I think, so I just go that way anyway. Slam! Did you just jump off the east end of that boulder's nest? God, you make me proud. Probably my favorite line in this game. But that was it for the Iridium Blight for this challenge. I had no idea what I was doing here or what I could have been doing here. Probably something on my phone. Superb running gameplay. We make it past the 1 hour mark right before 3 horns and then run all the way back to 3 horns divide. You keen-eyed viewers know exactly what's happening. Run our special route and make our way into the caverns. I don't mean anything by this, but this was a very dark dumpster. It was a silhouette of itself. I don't know how that happens. I've never seen that before. I didn't want to waste any more time in this run. It was already an hour, so I decide for the Dark Souls Easter egg first. I wait for a bubble to start, and then I get another bubble along the way. We did it this time? We made it? We made it! I have no idea. But how am I gonna get my health back? I don't have anything to regen my health off unless I use my skill points. I am stuck across this lake. What am I supposed to do here? Maybe I could go for an enemy? No, my phase lock doesn't reach. Well, it does the Crystalisk, but I can't kill it. I am truly stranded. I had no other options but to make my run for it. And we die. We frickin' die. We had one hell of a run. My first legendary, my twins, just gone. Like that.
Actually, sorry about that. I think they played the wrong video.
I know I've kept this challenge pretty fun and giggly so far, but it was absolutely weighing on me at this point. There was a lot of heartbreak associated with this challenge and a very steep climb for difficulty. It was actually really fun, but it was getting to me. I get a nice slag weapon to help us, and we start to round out our loadout. In the red chest, we find not a breakneck banshee, but a 3-gen class mod. Now this did take a lot of time to regen our health. It does mean we can survive our trip back from the Dark Souls Easter egg. Inside 3 Horns Divide, I go for a new chest on the right that I haven't gone for yet. I just get some class mods, but, you know, it's fun to shake things up. We get a late first shield. Look at all of these class mods I have. Did you want 3 more? Bijan Robinson was having a Hall of Fame career making it out of the tunnel. I go for Bull again because we want a legendary, obviously, not from him. Okay, so of course we try his brother from another mother in Savage Lee. Nothing either, to be expected. Back to the valley, back to the dust. Buzzard actually decides to try us this time. until he doesn't and just goes back to the spider hats. Take some weight off us and decide to empty the load. Number 3 at McNally's. Nope. This time was back to the Highlands. We had a single Easter egg we have not tried yet that I kind of forgot about. This one being in wildlife. You can absolutely understand why I decided to not go for this one until now. Fun fact, you can actually see opportunity in the distance, but it's just sad blue renders and all of that. In case you were curious, we were here to do the teddy bear Easter egg. Hiding behind these plants is 3 teddy bear heads for some reason. I don't know why it was given 3, but I appreciated it. And nearby, once you jump on these crates, you can find some teddy bear bodies hiding in this plant. Obligatory fight for your life. Once you jump on a crate, you place this teddy bear on this pipe up here, and the crane starts to pick up a teddy bear for some reason. I guess. I don't understand. Here's a cool shot of it in between the loader's legs. There really isn't much to say about it. It's a teddy bear on a crane. Thank you, Gearbox, for that Easter egg. Since I was near the double rainbow Easter egg, I figured why not knock that out for this run as well. It's right outside. This lovely TDR pistol gave me a fighting chance, and we fleeted our way back over to the double rainbow Easter egg. You could see a little better when you jump down below.
Double rainbow!
That was free. That got the dust back through the valley, back to the divide.
I don't make mistakes. I'm not just like the rest of you. I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better. I am better!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey, baby. I got him. Dead to rights.
We weren't out of the waters yet. There's a super badass Farkid, which is not okay. That is like an oh no moment. We were 100 out of 100 and running. Okay, so we did wildlife, we did Highlands, and we did Austin Cavern soon enough here. So we'll just need Firehawk, Arid, and Sawteeth. And then it's game over. Back at Minecraft, breaking the blocks with a force of 1,000 suns. Maya is such an underrated character with her elemental affinities.
The icing on the cake.
Icing was right. I love the way this gun shoots. Vermi.
Wait, is that... No, okay.
Not Vermi, but we still needed to get the hell out of there. This was our first time going back out of the Caustic Caverns. We did not lose in Caustic Caverns, people. I couldn't even believe it. I didn't know where to go. I hid in this corner, almost get killed by this grenade. And then this Juggernaut comes for me. Thank you, thank you. The sniper made light work of enemies ahead of us. Just had to run on through. With Phase Lock, it really wasn't anything serious. Next up was Frostburn Canyon. You guys know how this one goes. It's easy. It's just running. We skip Clayton because we're not risking anything. And that's 1. And that's 2. Can we get the same luck out of this chest as before? No, absolutely not. One tap the little guy. We go back to Three Horns Valley and back to the dust. We were off to the blight. Oh shit. Ran into a door. My bad. First on the list was going back through the Hyperion Bridge, climbing through the Nexus, and getting into the Badlands. Hit a very, very sketch jump, but we get it. We get a neat tech out of this chest. While not great, it is very fun. And for shiggles, we go for the other chest. Still nothing. That was Boneyard. Check. I don't know what this rack was trying to do to me, but that AI was absolutely adorable. Shout out to the person who made that. Inside the cauldron, we just run straight across. It goes shock, fire, corrosive, explosive, and then slag. And there she spawns. It is a much better view with this gun. Look at the way she flies. So beautiful. Guys, we exit the Sawtooth Cauldron, and there's only one stop left. Mount Hellsfont. This was the most rewarding climb of my entire life. Was he gonna take the ring from me? Or is he just gonna hit me and the game doesn't count it as me having it? I didn't know, but this challenge was so much fun. I it was gonna be a win either way. The parkour was horrifying, but we hop and skip one last time. No deaths, no car, no nothing. Dude, no deaths, no car, no nothing. So hypothetically, should still go in the lava. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Chat. He is! Oh my god, dude! It technically counted! It technically counted as me having the ring, dude! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I cannot believe Holy that is so much better than it not. Oh my gosh. And that is the story of how I conquered Borderlands 2's Easter egg hunt. I heavily encourage you to try this challenge for yourself. Customize it to your own liking if you want. It is extremely satisfying. None of the runs were similar to each other, and now it's my new favorite challenge on this channel. Before the video ends, I want to give 2 quick shout outs. The first one is Bort182. He's done Destiny, he's done Minecraft, and he's working on some good stuff right now. He's probably the funniest human being who has ever been born, so if you enjoy my humor, even a little bit, go check out his. It's amazing. We even got a video together.
Expect more Destiny content in the future, as I've always wanted to make videos on this game. Better late than never, I guess.
And next one is JuneTunes. He makes very engaging Skyrim content. He is hilarious, criminally underrated, and deserves some love.
And now, the end is near. I would never dive to the devil's anus.
Even though they're my friends, I would not be shouting them out if I didn't think it was worth your time. They are very unique personalities. And lastly, a message from my mother.
Recording? Is this thing on? On a serious note, folks, listen up. It is very dire and important that you take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, if you want, you can hit the like button. All right, so go ahead. We're gonna wait for you. And that's good. Thank you. You have done wonderfully. Take care and have a great day.